Welcome back to Moment in History. I'm Seth Udinsky. Let's travel back 1,000 years or so to the High Middle Ages here. The medieval period was filled with battles, bloodshed, conquering kings, and warring tribes, and one man was such a successful warrior that he would become known throughout history as the Conqueror. In 1066, he led one of the most famous conquests in Western history, crossing the English Channel and overpowering the English people. Let's explore the fascinating story of William the Conqueror. Now, William was born in 1027 in France, the illegitimate son of Duke Robert of Normandy and a woman named Hervella. He was known in his youth by another name, which I won't say here, but let's just say it was a name with considerably strong language that his adversaries used to their advantage. Now, he was raised in the medieval culture of chivalry and Christian duty in France, rising in military might. He married Matilda of Flanders, the daughter of the Count of Flanders, and the two had 10 children together. Of course, William's most famous and influential act of his life was his conquest of England in 1066. Now, William led an army across the English Channel that year and waged war on the Anglo army and King Harold II in the Battle of Hastings. William was victorious, earning him the nickname William the Conqueror and ushering in a new era of English culture. William was crowned King of England in Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day in 1066. Now, William did many things that established what would become modern English culture. For example, he introduced French and the Latin dialect to the Old English language, demanding that French be spoken in the English court, and that was a practice that lasted hundreds of years, actually. In fact, our modern English language finds its beginning in William's cultural impact. You see, before William, English was very Germanic in its intonation and vernacular, but after William, the language was infused with a Latin influence, and thus the reason so many of our words today are derived from Latin as much as they are from Old English is because of this. Now, William also established the modern English monarchical system. Almost all English rulers since the 11th century, even all the way up to the country's current ruler, trace their lineage back to William. And of course, William left his mark on the physical landscape of England as well. He commissioned the building of one of the most famous castles in medieval Christendom, the Tower of London. William died in battle in September of 1087 at the relatively old age of 60. Thanks so much for joining me once again for a Moment in History. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. And if you want us to cover one of your favorite moments in history, you can tell us in the comments. Now stay tuned for some new content.